Okay.
Thank you to the co-facilitators.
Oh, there you are.
The international community looks back now on the implementation of the Millennial Development Goals with some pride. However, the experience for minorities and indigenous peoples has been bleak, with many communities experiencing theft of their lands and resources and the targeted killings of community leaders who oppose harmful development initiatives. While majorities may have experienced progress, many minority and indigenous communities have actually fallen further behind with regard to development outcomes. So with this in mind, I want to make four quick points. First of all, the SDGs are to be, if the SDGs are to be successful, they must be based on respect for fundamental human rights. Let me be clear. Indigenous peoples and minorities are having their lands and resources stolen and their knowledge misappropriated. The principle of free, prior, and informed consent is a fundamental rule of contract law in virtually every country. So to not apply it when dealing with minority or indigenous communities, well, that's tantamount to discriminatory treatment. Secondly, minorities and indigenous peoples have their own democratic processes, which need to be recognized at the international level. In order to secure their right to effective participation, multi-stakeholder partnerships must include these structures. Number three, paragraph 37 of the zero draft of the Addis Ababa Accord currently welcomes the growing number of businesses that embrace corporate responsibility, and then it urges all others to do so. We applaud this language, but it is extremely vague. Companies must be held accountable, and mechanisms for this need to be devised, and they need to be devised now. Otherwise, this is a real lost opportunity. Number four, it is disappointing that currently the zero draft of the Addis Ababa Accord makes only extremely limited mention of minorities and indigenous peoples, even in sections directly relating to them. For instance, paragraph 24 discusses environmental crimes, especially illegal logging and illegal fishing. However, the examples it cites of substantial damage is only lost revenue. Given the enormous harm that such illegal activities have on minorities and indigenous peoples, the paragraph must be recast to account for the real human costs and the rights at stake. Thank you, Mr. Co-Facilitator.